discussion again. Now we have a breaking news. German Chancellor Friedrich Merz is set to join Zelensky in Washington on Monday for a meeting with President Trump to discuss the Russia-Ukraine conflict. Now for this discussion, we go to Joshua Barnes. He's an anchor and correspondent at NewsX World. Joshua, what more can you tell us about this breaking news that has just come in?
Well, yes, Suma, this is absolutely huge news in context of the ongoing conflict between Russia and Ukraine. We were live and brought you all of those updates as that meeting between Trump and Putin took place. A day after we had information that Trump would then be hosting Volodymyr Zelensky at the White House on Monday for another meeting. But we now have further updates about who will also be attending, and there is a longer list. We've had confirmation, of course, as Asuma brought you, that German Chancellor Friedrich Merz will be attending. Just now we've had information come through as well that French President Emmanuel Macron will also be attending. European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen is also set to be there, and Finnish President Alexander Stubb. Now, I spoke earlier in the day with Glenn Grant, an ex-advisor to Ukraine, who said that he wants the Finnish president to be there because of a relationship that the Finnish president Stubb has with Donald Trump. Now, this is clearly a big shift and a huge move in terms of the ramifications of discussions surrounding the Russia-Ukraine deal. Europe and Ukraine, isolated and not involved in these discussions between Trump and Putin. Clearly, they now will be a key part in these talks. Talk about momentum from Trump, talk about potential concessions on territory, something that Europe and Ukraine have been staunch in saying they will not allow. So Trump will have the opportunity to speak with several leaders. There'll be 5 confirmed there at the moment. Just to reiterate who they are, of course, Volodymyr Zelensky travelling over to Washington, German Chancellor Friedrich Merz, Emmanuel Macron of France, we have Alexander Stubb of Finland, and Ursula von der Leyen, the EU Commissioner. This is absolutely huge news. It will have big ramifications. We know that Trump, speaking with European leaders before this summit, said that land concessions is something that he will look at and try to avoid. Whether Trump's rhetoric post that meeting, which we've heard, of course, overnight, Trump saying that Ukraine needs to agree to a deal because Russia is bigger. They're a big power and Ukraine are not. Will that rhetoric shift after this meeting with top European leaders? A huge development. We expect more updates, and we will, of course, bring you all the information from that meeting as it happens.
Thank you very much, Joshua Barnes, for sharing that update on the current upcoming meeting of Zelensky and Trump.